Well, first tonight, we want to start with that packed room with hours of public comment at Fayetteville City Council. The meeting still ongoing right now with two controversial appeals on the city's agenda. We have breaking news this morning. Right now, the U.S. and Israel are conducting strikes in Iran and across the Middle East region. The president this morning warning there likely will be American casualties in this major military operation. Andrew McGann is accused of murdering Kristen and Clinton Brink at Devil's Den State Park on July 26. He's currently facing 2 counts of capital murder.
There he is. There's Andrew McGann right now.
Right there, walking out of the courtroom after that hearing.
Here, that includes right here in Arkansas.
Yeah, 5 News reporter Claire Everbach joining us live this morning. And Claire, you spoke with some dermatologists about what needs to happen to address this shortage. Good morning. See that those roads still pretty snow covered. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. We're continuing to track the condition of this major winter storm. All right, Danny, ready to go. Yeah, you know what? I think you better watch out for Taylor. She's got you beat.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop bothering LeBron. LeBron will retire when LeBron wants to.
Jerry Rodiger is facing a capital murder charge for the death of his wife, Barbara, here at the home off of Queensboro in Bella Vista. The scene is still very active.
For the first time today, Dr. Hyatt and several of his co-defendants faced a judge here in Washington County for their federal kidnapping and drug conspiracy charges. Well, maybe you're really good at striking out the other team. Or maybe you're just good at warming up the benches. I know I am. Well, regardless of how you typically fare on the softball diamond, this tournament on the 30th is less about skill and more about this community coming together. These car tracks are what's left of a crash that happened almost a month ago here at the Follett home. That crash by an alleged drunk driver who ended up crashing through this back bedroom where their 5-year-old was sleeping.
5 News reporter Emily Maas is joining us live with more.
Well, good morning, guys. I'm here at Carroll Ann Park where they've got a brand new inclusive playground.
Morgan and Darren, today's service was beautiful, but also tragic. There wasn't a dry eye inside of that gym, myself included, as an estimated over 1,300 people gathered to pay their respects today to Deputy Thomas Walker LeMay, and including among those people, the entire state of Oklahoma's law enforcement showed up today. Pretty much across the entire state, you would see at least one person here from their different departments giving their respect to their fallen brother, and it goes even beyond Oklahoma. I saw Arkansas State Police, Sebastian County, Benton County deputies here, all paying their respects to Deputy LeMay. Again, today we heard many stories of his valor and his bravery while he was behind the badge, but we also heard many stories of his personal life and the way that he laughed or the way that he loved his McDonald's chicken nuggets, as Sheriff Derryberry said, and really just these memories that these people are holding close to them as they now try to move on from this tragedy. Here in Heavener, this decorated patrol car serves as a reminder of the deputy that they lost and of the man that they loved, because here in Heavener, Deputy Thomas Walker LeMay was more than a police officer. He was one of them. Heavener wasn't just where Deputy Thomas Walker LeMay worked, it's where he grew up. A 2014 graduate of Heavener High School, LeMay came to work in his hometown police department in 2020, protecting the same streets he called home. Chief Josh Butler says that's what made him different.
Walker LeMay was a hometown policeman that did his job and unfortunately passed away doing what he loved and protecting his community.
This wasn't just a job for LeMay, and he wasn't just another co-worker.
I mean, every weekend we worked together. We had lunch together, him and I, multiple times here in town, and he was part of the community and a great friend.
He says LeMay served the people he knew best, his own neighbors.
He was serving his community, his people. The people he grew up with, his family, his friends.
And whenever a call came, he never hesitated.
He never, refused to go to a call. He'd go to every call. He treated people with respect, and he was, people say this about any tragedy, but Officer LeMay was the nicest person I knew.
A quiet officer who didn't see himself as anything more than that.
Somebody called him a hero, but before for something, an act that he had done, and he got so upset because he says, "I'm not a hero. I'm just out here doing my job."
And now the community he served is preparing to say goodbye. Inside the Heavner School gym, arrangements are underway for his funeral services. Hundreds are expected to gather and pay their respects from across the region. Superintendent Ed Wilson says when they were approached to host the event, there was no hesitation, wanting to honor their own former Wolf.
He represented every aspect of what it was like to be a Heavner Wolf. He knew loyalty, he knew hard work, he knew dedication, he had love. He embodied the true spirit of a Heavner Wolf.
And in the days since, that support has stretched far beyond Heavner.
Just people loving people. The outreach from the community and the communities itself, from Poto to Salisal, to Pecola, to Heavner, just an outpouring of support and love for each other.
Because for this town, this loss cuts deep.
Gut-wrenching. It was just like being punched right in the middle of the stomach. It hurt. It hurt bad.
And as Heavner prepares to lay him to rest, what people here are holding on to most is who Deputy LeMay was and who he'll always be.
Thomas LeMay was a great, great young man. He was great for our community. He was great for our area. He was great for our state. He's a great young father. He's a great son. He's a great brother. And he's just a great young man. And he's going to be deeply missed by this community.
For Worcester Police Chief Andy Thompson, recovery has been a day-by-day process after he was shot responding to the deadly shooting that took the life of Deputy Walker LeMay.
What was going through your mind?
Surviving.
In those moments after he was shot, Thompson says he knew he had to keep fighting.
Somebody was watching over me. Somebody was standing there with me that day. I know that. I just knew I had to keep going and not give up. And dispatch kept talking to me, and I kept talking to them. And I decided I wasn't going to quit, and I just got up and walked out.
But through that recovery, he says one thing has stood out: the support from this community.
I've had a lot of people come and tell me they miss me, and it makes me feel good. It's like a big family. I got more family now than I ever thought I would.
In Poto, that support taking shape through a community-wide fundraiser, with proceeds going to help Chief Andy Thompson as he recovers and the family of Deputy Walker LeMay. 6 banks, 8 grills, and weeks of planning, all to raise money for these families.
And it's been wonderful for everybody to come together to support the guys.
That support stretching across generations, including students from Heavner Public Schools, where LeMay once walked the same halls.
He did what he did, he served and lost his life. That's something that needs to be honored for sure. We're one pack.
As Chief Andy Thompson continues to recover, he says it's this support pushing him to get back to the job that he loves.
I'm not going anywhere. I got time to go. As long as I'm able to do it, I'll probably keep going until I can't.
In LaFleur County, covering news where you live, Emily Maas, 5 News. At the Crystal Bridges Museum of Art, visitors come to look at a variety of paintings, sculptures, and more, but one living fixture is drawing the attention of thousands online. In this 5 News exclusive, I got to meet and learn more about famous Hamish, and with the help of a camera caller, we're taking a closer look at this cat creating a community at the Crystal Bridges campus.
It's kind of like a Where's Waldo. It's more of Where's Hamish.
Deep inside the Crystal Bridges forest, just around the corner, a familiar noise calls out to visitors. This is Hamish. The curious feline is an unofficial employee of the museum, greeting art and cat lovers, from the trails to the sculptures to even inside the museum itself.
He's just like a fixture. People love him.
Hamish lives nearby, with the freedom to roam the grounds as he pleases.
He's always loved people. And one day, one of my friends had sent me a picture from Crystal Bridges Instagram. And it was Hamish apparently had been going down to the Fly's Eye Dome and hanging out, and people were loving him.
Hamish's adventure started just over a decade ago, creating friendships with patrons and the Crystal Bridges staff.
I started in October of 2015, and we were just about to open the Frank Lloyd Wright House, and I remember seeing him on the grounds. He was just so popular with people that came here on a regular basis that I think it just got around that yeah, he's the Crystal Bridges cat.
Now, thousands of people follow the buff tabby on social media, adding finding famous Hamish to their visits.
He's gotten them to turn on the drinking fountain for him when he's thirsty.
We found out that he crashes weddings and somehow gets in the wedding.
He's been known to lay on the hoods of cars. They're warm. He's been known to hang out in the window alcoves. We see him there quite a lot. He's hung out on sculptures. Most people can't touch the art, but Hamish certainly can.
And he's more than eager to meet everyone that he can.
He's extremely affectionate, and he's just got a great personality. Everyone loves him. He's nicer than most people, I would think.
Hamish's owners say that his impact is more than just a follow or a like online.
There was even a message where this lady had, they had just lost their son, and her husband had left her, and she was at the Crystal Bridges thinking about ways to end her life. And she said Hamish came and sat on her lap for 3 hours. And she said that that was just something where she realized that, you know, life was good and that she could make a new life for herself.
And his second family says they're not surprised.
If there is an animal that could save someone's life, it would be Hamish.
So the next time you come to Crystal Bridges, take a stop by one of Hamish's favorite spots and meet the cat that's connecting this community.
Yeah, he's just a cat, but he has definitely left already kind of a living legacy. And I really do hope that it helps people come to Crystal Bridges, enjoy the cat, but also enjoy the art.